To be seen and heard by Dr. Ronda Wells. Then she called the name of the Lord who spoke to her. You are a God who sees me. For she said, have I even seen him here and lived after he saw me? Genesis chapter 16, verse 13. What does it mean to be seen? It's a phrase heard often these days. I see you, or I hear you. Which means what? I had to look it up. An explanation is, I understand or recognize who you are. I support you. The context of these modern phrases goes deeper than their originals. To recognize someone is to accept them in their personality, flaws and all, in a supportive manner, or even just complimenting their shoes. After the invention of the functional MRI scan, a theory developed called social cognitive neuroscience. Now able to observe in real time the neural pathways of thoughts and emotions, scientists are doing newer studies. It turns out the neural pathway for physical pain is the same as the pain for emotional rejection. Psychologists also have realized our brains are hardwired for relationships to others. Since we are created beings, to believers, this means our brains are destined to desire a relationship with God. Evolutionary science misses this point, presuming that we need other humans to survive. We do, but other humans will always fail us, no matter what. They can leave, die, reject us, lie, cheat, change their minds, steal, assault us, or cause pain in many ways. But God's promises will never fail us. Jesus made a point of telling his disciples in John chapter 15, verse 15, I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I've called you friends. For everything that I learned from my Father, I have made known to you. The sins of Adam and Eve broke that friend connection with God, who walked with them in the Garden of Eden. Jesus restored the relationship by voluntarily dying on the cross for our sin and opening up a channel of grace back to God. One name for God, El Roi, is only used once in all of the Bible. Hagar, Sarah's slave given as a wife to Abraham for the sole purpose of bearing a child for Sarah, ran away while pregnant. Sarah had treated her badly. An angel of the Lord, often used to indicate a pre-incarnated Jesus Christ, spoke to Hagar because he had heard her cries. She realized God had spoken to her and was shocked she'd survived the direct encounter. God saw her and heard her. He understood what she had been through. He validated her suffering and accepted her, flaws and all. Hagar got it immediately. God desires a relationship with all of us. He gets us. He sees and hears everything. Not so with my servant Moses. He is faithful in all my house. With him I speak mouth to mouth, clearly and not in riddles, and he beholds the form of the Lord. Why then were you not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? Numbers chapter 12, verses 7 through 8. Questions for reflection. God relates to humans through many types of relationships. His multiple names in Scripture can mean shepherd, father, master, Lord, bridegroom, king, peace, protector, and creator. Which of these do you most relate to? Why? Has your relationship with God changed over time? Can you identify how?